What's good, everybody? Chris here again, Chris Goes Outdoors. Today we're going to take a look at the Zpacks Solplex tent. I'll show you the full setup, some of the features of the tent, I'll look at the inside, and my initial impression. Let's do it. Step number one, stake out the two front corners of the tent. You can easily find one of the front corners if you look for the small Zpacks logo. Step number two, you take the trekking pole, insert it into the front part of the tent before the bug netting. You do not want to put it through the bug netting. The instructions also say that the pole should be at a slight angle, not directly upward. Step three, take the front guy line and stake that out. Step number four, we insert the rear trekking pole and then stake out that guy line. Next, we're going to stake out the two back corners. Then last but not least, we'll stake out the wall guy lines of the tent. And then you can go around, make sure that the guy lines are taut, and try to make the walls of the tent as smooth as possible. All right, and there you have it, folks. I got it all set up. I do have the doors open currently. Very, very easy tent to set up for sure. I'm now gonna show you around the tent. I'll show you some of the features and stuff. We'll take a look inside as well, see how much room we got in there, and then just, give you my overall impression. Let's do it. All right, so we got the tent all set up. I'll just give you a quick look around at the features. I had spoken about finding the front corners of the tent, that there was a Zpacks logo on one of them, and you can see that logo right there. Helps to differentiate the front and the back, helps you get set up a lot quicker. I'll show you the door system here as well. You can see I have one rolled up right there, and that is held up by a little fabric loop right here, and this little piece right here on the inside hooks into that fabric loop, holds the door up there for you. Now this tent is held up by trekking poles, and you can see the front one right here. Both of the trekking pole sides are reinforced, as you can see clearly right through the tent. I'll give you a little look on the underside of that. As you can see up there, it is reinforced, and the actual tent pole does not go through the bug netting, so you have complete bug net coverage. We have the guy line, goes all the way down, and connects to the door hooks. So for the door, you can see right there, it comes with that D-shaped loop right there, and it hooks right into this hook, and it snaps in here, so it's nice and snug. It's not gonna come out on you. And up here, similar to how the door was rolled up, you can see on this one, there is another fabric loop, and on the other door, when it's rolled down, you can hook that loop into here to help batten down the doors a little bit in heavy winds and rain. It will help keep that out of your tent. And I'll give you a look here too. I have a Thermarest Z-Lite sole. It's flipped over on the yellow side just for contrast to give you an idea of how much space you got in this tent. So I'd say down that end, if laying down, there'd realistically be about 6 inches or so. Now, needless to say, the mat is a little bit folded up, so I'm trying to take that into account. And down this end, you'd have about probably another 6 to 8 inches. And you can see here the rest of the guy lines and stakeout points. And the tent is slightly see-through. They do mention that on the website when you buy it. I would kind of equate it to like a car window, a tinted car window. You can see through a little bit, but you're not necessarily gonna see everything that's going on. So do keep that in mind if privacy is a major concern of yours. You can see there where the back trekking pole goes in, it's reinforced again. Another guy line here. And then we got 2 more stakeout points and another guy line. All right, so we're inside the tent. I do have the door open, just because if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to maneuver this thing around. So I'll lay down, give you a little idea. I am 6 feet tall, about 215-ish pounds. So I will lay down now, let you take a look how much room we got. So laying down, the tent's far enough above me that it's not a bother. My head does not hit it. This is not flapping in my face, which is always a plus. I have a decent amount of room
over here, you can see I can kind of move the bathtub floor over slightly. I do have a lot of room behind my head. Have at least 6 inches or so where my feet are. You can see the inside. I could probably angle this a little bit more to get more room on this side. So that is an option. Now it's 6 feet tall. My head is not hitting the top of the tent, which is awesome. So I can sit up. There is enough room for that. There is no door on this side, just so you know. This is a one entrance, one exit tent. It has the full rainbow zippers, which you can see right here. And they do go up and down very, very easily. They have the high visibility cord on there as well. So there's a pocket on both sides. You can see one right there behind me. There's an identical one on the other side. That way you can store some of your stuff. Yeah, pretty cool tent. All right, everybody, and that's gonna wrap it up. That was the Zpacks Solplex tent. Surprisingly easy tent to set up, especially given the slightly windy conditions here in Massachusetts. It's also about 20 degrees outside today, so the ground was pretty frozen trying to drive those stakes in. But nevertheless, got it set up very, very easy. My first time setting it up, I didn't have to readjust anything, which is very cool. I like no fuss setups, so that was really nice to see. Tent is super, super lightweight. I think that might be a great choice for anybody solo backpacking. Of course, I'll have to get some miles on it, see how it works out for me. I'll try to do a follow-up review in the future. So if you enjoyed the video, I would greatly appreciate if you drop it a like, comment, and then consider subscribing. All of these things will help my videos and channel appear more relevant to the big YouTube machine, and it is genuinely appreciated. You can also stalk me on Instagram. Chris Goes Outdoors. I update that thing pretty often. It's kind of my go-to social media platform. And yeah, that's going to do it for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking around to the end. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks again. This is Chris. Chris Goes Outdoors. Keep it real. Step number 4, we insert a train horn.